Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GM mode of this game to get him on their team.
Right.
When their real team couldn't pull it off. Congratulations. I can't believe you pulled the trade off.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Paxson in at the point guard. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And the deal keeping the Pacers in Indianapolis for 25 more years, almost $300 million in public subsidies, Bill, to renovate and expand the arena and the area around the arena.
So the public paid for this?
Some of it, a lot of it, but maybe not all of it.
If the arena was such a good deal, why doesn't the rich guy pay for it?
I think the Pacers are at least kicking in $65 million.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice of them.
And so here is Indiana after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
No good on the second free throw. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason that I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening. Like the Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. Good on the second free throw. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
So
turning
young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him, and he's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I play.
And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a player you try to channel or emulate, try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours in regard to anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. He's covered by Grant. Inside. You know, Bill, Indiana's a huge basketball state. Lots of love for the high school game, certainly the college game, but support of the Pacers has been a little inconsistent at times.
Yeah, I blame the Pacers because they should never have less than 3 players from Indiana University on the team at all times. Indiana people really love people who went to high school or college in Indiana. And I think that's one of the reasons they've responded to Oladipo like they have. Not only is he great, but he's actually an IU guy. I would always have at least 4. They should have all the Zellers. Anybody who's played
all
at
three
Indiana.
of those Zellers, then maybe the dad can come back and play too.
Yogi Ferrell,
Yes.
all those dudes. They should all be on the Pacers.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked about. My goodness, you talk about some of these players, unbelievable.
Yeah, the
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh,
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
so timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around 3-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. And should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside. And
it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that too.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys that are good at pointing, they're good at fist pumping, first guy during the timeout running over,
chest bumps,
they have handshakes,
all of it. Yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into
figuring
it.
out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. And the dunk by Grant.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's the teardrop. Fleming, he's covered by Armstrong. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Miller, the pass to Person, just 4 to shoot. To end the run, it's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so here is Chicago. They lead by 14. And there's the pass to Jordan. Now Pippen. All sorts of time. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pacers trail by 16. That's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Miller against Jordan. Armstrong against Schrempf. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's Smits. Back to Miller. Ooh, the double clutch. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Putting the cherry on top of that layup has a little fun with the double clutch.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Miller no good on the free throw. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now, here is Schrempf. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And so here is Chicago. It's a 16-point game. Purdue the pass to Williams. Passes it to Armstrong. Clock at 4. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Williams with the ball. Miller outside over Jordan, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
It's Jordan on the wing. And the dunk by Jordan.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here is Williams. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Goes up again. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. And it's blocked. On the wing, Williams. Sanders covering. Williams passes to Hobson. Pass to Sanders. Here's Smits. He's guarded by Purdue. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's Jordan. He's got 8. The Bulls leading by 14. Pass to Armstrong over Williams. Second chance shot. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another shot. And it's Smith with the rebound. Pacers trail by 14. Sanders passes to Miller. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jordan dishes to Williams. Back to Jordan. Over Miller. And again, no good by Chicago.
does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Pacers have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. The free throw dropped for Schrempf. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Williams. Now Purdue. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something. It's rarely a good idea.
Chicago leading by 7. Passes to Hodges. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Armstrong. Drills the three-pointer. Armstrong's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Miller against Hodges. Miller, the pass to Schrempf. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Outside Williams. Here is Purdue. Pass to Hodges. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Williams passes to Miller. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 13. Chicago grabs the miss.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
Hodges, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this.